Hey everybody, and we're here for another What's on the Shelf, and we're now on part 38. So on this cubby, I have unlocked Exploration Challenge. I have the unlock, and I'm not sure what this one here says, The Adventure of Oz, and then I have Tiny Epic Defenders. So the first one I have is Unlock Exotic Adventures. And since I've taken this picture, I've actually played this game, and this one, and I'll just show you the back of the game here, is a really high difficulty level. And the whole goal is you're going to rescue an expedition group that are lost. And you score more the more people you save, and there's a main character you're trying to save, and that's the only guy we saved. Everybody else died. So we didn't do very good at this one, but it was really interesting, and it kind of, I find with the Exit and the Unlock series, it always kind of brings out a new element that you don't see in the other ones, and you never know what's coming. So this one introduced a new things that I hadn't seen in the other ones, so it was very interesting. But yeah, we had a bit of a crushing defeat. We did make it out, and we did manage to save the main guy we're supposed to save. It's just everybody else died. So not the best score for this game, but it was a lot of fun. Now with the Unlock series, what's neat with this one is it's a deck of card. You have all the different cards. Some cards you'll come across that have, like, you're trying to figure out what goes together, right? So you have a card that has like a blue puzzle piece and a card that has a red puzzle piece, and each of those pieces have numbers, and if you put them together and you add them together, you can enter that into the app because it is app based. And then if this is a combination that makes sense, then the app will say, great, now pull out this card and this card, and or so if it was successful. If it doesn't work, then you get a penalty on your time. So it's a neat series. They said 1 to 6 players. Honestly, I think this one really is best at 2, maybe 3, just so that you don't have people just idle and sitting around waiting. I find one person to kind of run the app, read anything that needs to be read, and the other person with the deck of cards to kind of pull out the cards as need be. Works great, and that's how I normally play it. The next one I have on this cubby is another Unlock game, and this one is Unlock, and what is it? The Adventures of Oz. And I have still to play this one. This is the only Unlock game I have right now that is currently unplayed. So I haven't played this one yet. I'm just kind of waiting for time to pull it out. But obviously this one here is based on the story of Dorothy and The Adventures of Oz, I guess. So I'm excited to play and kind of see where this one takes us, and how what secret comes out of this one. And then the last game I have on this cubby is Tiny Epic Defenders, and this is actually the 2nd edition one. And this one actually has little item meeples as well. The 2nd edition, they brought in the item meeples in here, and it's interesting. It's one of those games where things starts and it feels a little like easy, like, oh, this is gonna be a little easy, okay, but the difficulty ramps up quickly. So you have your characters, and you can move from location to location, depending on where you are, a special ability that you can do. But each round, a couple of these locations get hit. Now if you're there, you can take the hit instead and protect it. If you're not there, then the location gets a hit anyways, and eventually it can be that that location is destroyed, and any hits that'll happen there in the future actually hits the middle city. And then a monster comes out, and then you need to defeat this monster before the kingdom is destroyed, basically. I played this for the first time actually just a month or 2 ago here, probably a couple months ago now, I think, and it was neat. It was interesting. It's a co-op game, so you're kind of trying to strategically position yourself so that you can protect the location, and then the frustration when something else comes up or that sort of stuff. It was a fun one. I enjoyed it. Definitely want to play it again. We did manage to win by the skin of our teeth. On the last turn, and it was the last turn, because either we defeated the monster or we were losing the main city because we had lost so many locations. And it was just so lucky that I had a special ability that managed for me to move and follow the monster, as opposed to having to move, because I wouldn't have had enough actions left to damage the monster enough otherwise. So we're able to to defeat him just barely. So it was a neat game, definitely one I want to play again, and part of the Tiny Epic series, which I really like because they come in such a small box but still give that big game feel. And that was it for that cubby. So be sure to follow me on Facebook at Disbury in the Area is playing all the games. I am also on Instagram as BoardGame_Mama. I also started a podcast called The Board Game Specialist, so be sure to give that a listen. And as well on YouTube, Board Game Mama, so be sure to subscribe and give us a like. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you at the next What's on the Shelf.